I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams still.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Oilers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. Defense.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Single receiver. Hey,
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 7-yard line. Now hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
I don't think you got it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, boys.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
Single,
Brings up third and 8.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to connect with Mims. Powers through again. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On the return, Harris. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Check. Out. Rocco switch. Say, hey. Roy.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Bring it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting.
First down and 10. At their own.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
Hey, defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Continuing to fight for more. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Get ready. Mike, 53.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Right there, 54.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On is the punter Charlton now, as he's able to get this one away.
Let's go.
down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? Houston set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
I got one. Mike, check. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check smash. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check 47.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 53.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Harris now to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. It's just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Hiking 18. Mike. Here we go. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Who that?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
53. Check 53.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with a...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the fumble recovering leads to 6 points. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
54, big alert, big alert. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Army, 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 army.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Hines. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Mike's 54.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Push him back. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This is caught. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
18 Cardinal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 54.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
And Burrow going to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on.